EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Pure strike, good result.
And that is close.
These putts keep the round together. I'll tell you, he's setting himself up for a good weekend. Former college #1 makes another birdie. Now to the 11th hole, as we pick up with our featured golfer. Frank, I've really enjoyed watching our featured golfer to this point. Superb play through the early portion of the round. Now we get to this kind of middle section.
Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there.
Ooh, that is long.
Oh, my goodness, Frank. Did you see that? He just annihilated that.
He just threw precision out the window. This is all about brute strength, and that is miles. Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Birdie try up next. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Starting to make the move, now to -3 with yet another birdie. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 or 2, but anything around the front or front left is still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310. Third shot, looking for a good one. On the green in regulation. And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
In a very aggressive mode with that birdie now in second place.
Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. It's 450. It's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. What a nice shot. Right on the green, and a pretty easy putt on the way. Shouldn't be a problem here.
And with that birdie, tied at the top. Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round one.
Good place to be. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Well, here we are at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the Sunshine State, Florida. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, what stands out when you look at the wetlands?
Swampland, the Gators, really it's a good driving golf course, Rich. Not a lot of fairway bunkers in play here at Wetlands, but if you drive the ball well here, you really can get a good score out here at Wetlands. They play the web.com here every now and again, so we've seen some good scores over the years, but always fun to be playing in Florida. Sun on your back, warm golf conditions.
I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I've ever seen. Just let it rip. Wow, Frank, I mean, he put the thumb down on that one.
And kept it going, too. To mash that down like that, that's the air time, the hang time he got out. Be safely on deck.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week. He's got to put it together right now, Frank.
Join that trio at the top.
Par 5 12 here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club is 576 yards. First par 5 on this backside.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow through. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lives like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Safely aboard. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence. Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it. Here we go at the par 4 13th, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the two front greenside bunkers. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This one's looking good. That is classy.
Yeah, a chance of going in.
There's 5 feet left. So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching 2 tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
14th hole here at the Wetlands. A dangerous par 3 comes in at 204 yards. There's some trouble out there.
And this is where you have to readjust your focus. If you start looking right or left of this green, you see all the problems that could come in and prevail. Instead, just look at that front bunker. Try and fly your tee shot over that, somewhere around the front edge of the green, maybe 3 or 4 yards on, and then the hole becomes that much easier.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole. That's a good par given the situation.
Still tight, still close. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, 590 yards. Right where they were aiming, in the fairway.
Second shot. What a great shot.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, how impressive has this round been considering the strong winds?
Oh, it's remarkable, Rich. You look at everybody else out there struggling. This has been a round to savor.
Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Nothing wrong with that par putt. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. Moving on to the par 4 11th, just a little bit more than 440 yards.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This is a good-looking shot. That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Yeah, an eagle. What a putt. Now to par 4 13. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. It's 450. It's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, It's live final round coverage of the BioWare Classic.
Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
Just pulverized that golf ball. "110 yards now for the second shot. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
It's a big putt right here for birdie. Mark a birdie on the card. Moving on to the tricky 14th here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Stepping up here on the 15th tee at the Wetlands, this is a 590-yard par 5. I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I've ever seen. Just let it rip. What a drive. Just tattooed that. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
In the direction of the sand.
Looks like it. He got away with one right there. Just missed that bunker.
Yeah, it looked like it was sand the whole way.
Locked in on the read and the speed. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
The last par 5 on this golf course is the 15th. It's 590 yards. You think, Frank, this is the time to be aggressive?
Certainly is. Longer hitters must be licking their chops on this par 5. 300-plus yard tee shot, you can definitely get home. Shorter hitters, just set it up for a nice wedge shot. But if you are going to go at this par 5 and 2, well protected by those 3 bunkers.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Yeah, that has to be 325 if it's an inch. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Just 5 feet left. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those 2 bunkers. One short left and the other one back right. That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
And he's made it onto the green now. And he makes it for par. Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit your 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no, we don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Par yesterday, now for birdie. He's made it. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.